If you love intense bonds and emotional tension, today's video is for you. I'm gonna be sharing my favorite Guideverse BL manhwas. Merry Christmas and welcome back to 30 Days of BL, a new series I started with the goal to get to know each other better and get to enjoy till the max this beautiful world of BL, in where we're gonna be talking about BL manga, manhwa, anime, anime, and all that jazz. So if you love obsessing over BL, make sure you subscribe and you join this journey with me. Today with day 8, and I'm gonna be talking about my favorite Guideverse BL manhwa. Guideverse BL has some of the strongest dynamics in this genre. So if you love emotional tension and really strong bonds, you're gonna love these titles. We are starting with one of my absolutely favorite Guideverse, I would say even favorite manhwas overall. I'm talking about Guiding Hazard. Here we have Taeyong, who is the most powerful expert in the world. Apparently untouchable and unbeatable. And I'm saying apparently because actually little we knew that he's carrying a lot of trauma from his past. He's more sensitive than you may imagine the first time you get to meet him, and he's really against partnering. If you read Guideverse, you know that this is really like the basic. Every expert need their guide. He's gonna be partnered with Eusang, who is actually someone that he knew when he was in high school. They are both really important persons in their work, meaning that they are a pillar inside their guild. They are someone that everyone has a reference when you're talking about expert or guide. And this manhwa is all about discovering, like Taegyong past, why he's really close inside himself, why he has these huge walls and is always against getting other people to reach him, like the actual him. Our beautiful guide has actually feelings for him, and it's gonna be a wild ride being able to get closer to this expert. And at the same time, we're gonna see a lot of different things going on, as you can imagine, on a Guideverse, like fighting monster, also a lot of fights inside the guild with other guild members, all that. Yes, good news is, and I'm so excited about it, that we have a new season already. Like, it has been released recently, and I can tell you it's pretty good. Like, I've been laughing so much with the last chapters, and I'm really looking forward to see if Taeyong is gonna be able to take a step forward, start opening his heart to his guide. And obviously, one of the things that got me into reading this manhwa at first, and something that I love, is like, yes, here the expert is the bottom. And if you read Guideverse, you know that that is not the typical case, so extra points for that. But seriously though, apart from that, this manhwa is really great. And we're moving now to another Guideverse, in where we have a really stubborn expert and a lovely guide. I'm talking about Senza Replica. And this manhwa, let me tell you, if you're looking for something to have some laugh, I will say go for this, especially at the beginning of the series. Here we have our guide Doowon, who is actually a freelancer, as a guide. However, the expert he works with tends to call him like every single day, trying to monopolize him, let's say. He's gonna end up living 24/7 with Nongwoo, because actually his expert has lost 8 years of his memory. So we're starting from this situation, in where we have this stubborn piece of ice cold as an expert losing his memory, and clearly becoming a total different person. That's why I told you this manhwa is so much fun, because during all this time that our Esper lost his memory, he became this little puppy guy who is actually a completely opposite version of his true self. Getting to see this total different version of Nongwoo, Do-won is gonna be, obviously, first of all, really shocked, and then it's unavoidable that he's gonna start having feelings. They start growing the relationship, they get way closer. Nongwoo is absolutely upset with his guide, and a lot of things happen, because at certain point our Esper is gonna gain back all his memory. He's gonna become back this ice cold guy. So you can imagine the amount of misunderstanding, the amount of frustration that our poor guy is going to have to go through, and the hopeless feeling of trying to take care of someone who always push you away. We're gonna learn why is that fact. We're gonna learn what are really our Esper feelings for his guide, and there's gonna happen 100 different things. Let me tell you, this world is always in one step close to the chaos, okay? But seriously, I would totally recommend this. The art is beautiful as well. The chibis, absolutely, the chibis, I have something to mention here, are hilarious. Like I'm telling you, during all this time that our Esper lost his memory, you're gonna be laughing non-stop, because it's just so cute and so fun. It is still ongoing, things are getting intense, and it's a roller coaster of emotion, guys. You're gonna be laughing, you're gonna be through frustration, you're gonna be suffering, you have it all. And we're moving now to the Guideverse manhwa that has the hottest and sexiest intimate scenes between the main couple, and the best art improvement with the new season. I'm talking about Bloodbound. Oh gosh, this manhwa. Here we have Fabian, who used to be an ordinary guy, till one day his expert abilities awaken. He has obviously to adapt to his new reality, but also he needs to deal with his guide Conrad, who has an unusual attention put on Fabian. But it is because he is his guide, it is because he cared about Fabian, or it is because of his blood. And yes, here we have a guide that not only crave for the Esper body, hurt, and want him to be healthy, but he also crave for his blood. And we're gonna get to know about all this Bloodbound and why, Fabian blood was tasty and appealing to Conrad and yada yada. Don't get the title confuse you, or at least don't get it as the main thing to start reading this manhwa. We have a bunch of things going on. As usual, we're gonna find again how corrupted, okay, the guild can be, and I'm talking specifically here about the main power guys, who control the guild. We're gonna get to learn everything that happened in the past before Fabian joined this guild, his Esper abilities awaken, and we're gonna see what actually happened with Conrad in the past, which is the most important part, because here again we have this super powerful person who is really, intimidating, who is really tough to be close with, but it is someone who is carrying a really dark past, and someone who has been through a lot. When I'm saying a lot, I'm saying like trauma. My God, Poor guy, like I'm telling you. With that being said, I already mentioned the art improvement, but I'm telling you, you have no idea how shocked I was when I started the last season and I saw how much the art improved. And not only because of the art, it's because of the intimate scenes that they share. Oh my god. I'm just gonna say, read it and wait for the bathroom chapters, okay? And that beautiful nosebleed, and then you can come and thanks me later. It is another Guideverse ongoing, so it's a perfect time to join me while reading it. And this will be it. There are more Guideverse that I enjoy, like for example Rainbow City and so on, but at the moment these three are my top 3 Guideverse that I enjoy the most during this year. They are fun, they are interesting, which is what I like the most, because it's not only, about the romance. In this sense, they have really complex and peculiar characters, and their chemistry is so great. And now please let me know in the comments which are your favorite Guideverse BL manhwas or mangas, or dame. Let me know which Guideverse you love the most. I would love to discover new title. As usual, hope you have an amazing day and see you in the next video.